Hello, everyone. Marco here with Neu-Self, a virtual community of healing and personal growth. I'm committed to helping you uncover your greatness and unleash your purpose. And today, in keeping with our theme of standing up and being bold, as well as overcoming the emotional roller coaster, I wanted to bring a special guest, a good friend of mine who I consider a brother, Mr. Michael. He's going to share a little bit about himself, his story, and how he overcame some of his personal challenges to hopefully encourage you and your friends, coworkers, anyone. Okay, so thank you, first of all, Michael, for being here tonight and, really opening up and having the courage to open up on a virtual community for the purpose of helping others. So thank you.
You're welcome, Marco. And you're right. We've known each other for many, many years. I consider you a brother. And we're like family. We've seen each other grow in these 5 years. We've seen each other, we've been involved in so many good things and also some challenges as well. So, thank you.
So tell our viewers a little bit about what qualifies you to talk to them about overcoming challenges and standing up and being bold.
Well, it's experiences that I have. I'm a middle-aged man, married for 27 years, happily married, have 3 amazing children. I always consider myself very blessed. I would have to say that for the majority of my life, I've been a very positive person and always just appreciate everything I have, right? I've always really been blessed with good fortune and many days of sunshine and very little rainy days.
Absolutely. Michael, there's a lot of people that are hurting, that are confused, scared, stressed, depressed, feeling hopeless. Is that something you can relate to? Is that something that you have experienced yourself?
I have. And it's, one might feel a little embarrassed about it at times. I know I was embarrassed when I went through this dark time. And even now, it's still kind of difficult to accept. I actually, Marco, and I reached out to you for help because it was something that I've never experienced before in my life. As I mentioned, I've had many days of being blessed, and suddenly I went through a transition where I just couldn't relate. It just, not even working out. It got so bad that I just had a hard time every day. I just had a fake face on, a fake smile on every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's so true. So many of us have to, I talked about putting on your armor and going to battle last week. But there's so many times that instead of putting on the armor, we're putting on a face of smiles and joy when we're really not happy and we're in a state of mind of just hurt. But we have to put on that face to try to, let others know we're okay. But deep down, we're not okay.
Correct.
So how do you overcome that, Michael? How do you, put on that happy face, or how do you take that happy face off and put on that armor to battle? What have you done?
Well, Marco, it's not easy. It's not easy. Like I said, it was every day was a challenge. But looking back at that, I really look my spiritual life. I always thought I was very spiritual, but it was really a lesson in itself. It really humbled me to really see the blessings that I thought I had, but really opened my eyes to everything that I didn't really see every day. Mm-hmm. I reached out to my family, to my friends, but it wasn't easy. Not everyone knew what I was going through. It was hard to hide it, but at the end of the day, I relied on my family, my wife, my kids, and God. I never, like I said, I always thought I was close to God, but man.
There's times where you hit so low that you realize I wasn't as close to Him as I should be, right?
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
That's the struggle that a lot of people come with or have, is that they're praying, they think they have a good relationship, but then at the end of the day, it's like, do I really have that relationship with Him? Have I really released myself to Him for Him to take control, for Him to dictate the timeline of what I'm going through? Right?
Absolutely. Even now to this day, sometimes I feel a little guilty because I'm having a good day and I might not talk to him the way I used to talk to him when I was down.
Yeah.
When I was down in that dark place, it was every 5 minutes talking to God. And now when I'm, like I said, I'm somewhat out of that place, I'm in a happier place, and I don't. Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm like, wait a minute. No, it shouldn't be that way. So it also, once again, I believe I was humbled by a lot of what I went through for that same reason.
Yeah, and I think we go through those things, or he puts us through those things to draw us closer to him, draw us closer to that spiritual, realm of it's something bigger than me, or something bigger than this situation, and no matter how hard it is, I'm gonna get through it. But you touched on something that's really important, because we tend to lean on our God, whatever God that is, right? At times that we're at the lowest, and we don't reach at him when we're at our highest, when we really should be reaching out to him the most, because as quick as it comes, it goes.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? So what would you say to our audience that were, I guess, some key 3 takeaways to help them who are probably struggling right now, that are on that on that seesaw of, I want to get up, I want to do it, but I can't. Or one day I'm feeling really good and the next day I'm not. What are some of the 3 key takeaways you think would help them and encourage them?
Well, taking myself back to that point in my life, it was not understanding or not seeing the end, or not feeling there's going to be an end to this, or seeing any type of improvement. So I would say, once again, just reach out and really appreciate and love the ones you love. Share with them what you feel, because it's tough to hold that inside. So one, share how you feel. Not everyone, but find who you could trust, someone that really cares for you, and have that one-on-one, because you have to let it out at one point, because if not, bottling all that inside, it destroys you.
Yeah, it eats you up.
It does. So one, really find that person, your spouse, your son. I mean, it's funny how I have 3 kids, right? And I always a father, always guide them, always lecturing them, always teaching them. But during that time, they helped me. They picked me up.
Yeah.
So find those ones that could pick you up.
Yeah.
Find those ones that you could actually share and let go. 2, just know that there is a plan. You might not see it. You might not understand it. I used to read I used to look for positivity everywhere I went, trying to find quotes, read books. But it was tough, because time would go on and I just wouldn't see anything. I wouldn't feel anything. So know that your God does have a plan for you. And I know it sounds really cliche and all the above, but he put me through that path for a reason.
Right.
And 3, once again, as I mentioned before, appreciate your surroundings. You'll be able to see true blessings. Life's not about the finances. It's not about the clothes you wear or anything like that. And it's just, once again, being able to wake up and create those memories with your kids, with your loved ones. That's love.
Beautiful, Michael.
That's love.
Beautiful. Well, I don't want to take too much time, as our attention span is so short on YouTube and social media. But I want to cut it off right now and just say thank you, Michael, for joining us tonight. I hope you guys grab something from this and can take back and implement and execute and make it happen. Remember, stand up and be bold. He just showed boldness by being here with you tonight. So again, thank you, Michael. Thank you, everyone. You're great. You're amazing. Keep up the great work. And do me a favor, share the YouTube channel, subscribe, set up your notifications. We're growing, and I appreciate that, but let's keep growing.